Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, do a little walk and talk, hang out with you guys, talk about what's going on in our lives today, different housing situations. Check out the development down here on our walking trail. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. We are a couple days away from Christmas. Wanted to also talk about our recent milestone, 50,000 subscribers, guys. 50,000 of you have chosen to hit the subscribe button on our channel. Sorry, it's a little chilly out here. I wanted to come out here though, clear my head, drink some coffee with you guys. Happy Sunday, as the day you guys will be seeing this. December 22nd. December 21st today. It's actually Saturday, but wanted to do this today, show some of my appreciation. Due to ongoing construction for the trail side development, the walking trail is subject to closure without notice. That's where I do a lot of my walks. I don't think I've ever seen this actually closed here. It's about 3 in the afternoon. Of course, I always say good morning because the videos come out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time pretty much every morning. It's been years. I've been doing this for years now, where I've put out daily uploads, daily vlogs. Usually we cover a lot of grocery prices, ways to save money in the grocery stores. Of course, me and Jessica, when we're together, we like to share our adventures. Some people say, well, what's your niche on YouTube? Well, we don't really have one. We just kind of go with the flow. Niches have always kind of confused me because I believe that life itself is ever changing. We have to change what we do, right? We have to evolve into different things, right? I can't say that I'm going to always be the grocery shopper guy. Of course, that is what I love to do. I love shopping. I love grocery shopping. I love food. I love a good sale. I love stocking up on deals when I find them. It's kind of what I've circled our channel around over the last few years. Guys, I so appreciate everybody. I am a soul filled with appreciation. I love life. I love you guys. This has been an amazing journey. When I first started, I had goals, right? One thing I've always learned is never become complacent. Never say that this is good enough. Always strive to be better. Always strive to go bigger. That is exactly what we've done. I've always thought to myself, and I'm sure a lot of people who put videos out here for a living, at some point you think to yourself, why are people watching this? Because to me, when you watch yourself, it can be boring. It can sometimes be boring. Day in the life of Dano means you get done with your video, you go home and you edit said video. And I'll tell you what, guys, it is hard to stay awake sometimes when I edit some of these. Now that has a lot to do with listening to your own voice, because that is something that is very hard to do when you're editing down an hour video or an hour and a half and you're trying to cut it down into 30 minutes. You always try to pick out the best parts, right? Like say I'm doing a store video. Well, I'm always cutting it down to the deals that I think the viewer is going to want to see. All of you guys have always played a big role in that by either telling us, you know, what you're looking for. There's been a lot of issues over the last few years, which we have dialed up on. Issues with pet food, toilet paper, food prices going through the roof. Look at this. Looks like we got a construction update here. Looks like this path is going to be the path back where they're building these condos right here. Wow. This is nice. Nice little paved path. I'm not going to go too far down there. It kind of goes downhill. For whatever reason you have joined our channel, I thank you. I know we've had thousands of people join our channel for mine and Jessica's adventures. That is how we started this channel. And, you know, those are the videos that are entertaining and fun. Informative videos would be the coffee rants and, you know, our store videos and stuff like that, where we take you boots on the ground, as we'd say. It's crazy times, guys. It really has been. You know, with everything going on, all the world conflicts, the prices that have gotten so far out of control, we've done everything humanly possible within the realm of what we can do to try and keep everybody in the know of what's going on. Whether that is traveling from store to store, trying to find the best deals, or just talking about some of these issues and trying to give whatever kind of advice we can give. I've always been one that has never, I don't overpay. I don't overpay for food. I've always been one to where, you know, we stock up on the sales as we see them. Everything that I preach pretty much in every video or every other video or every few videos, I pretty much tell you how we make our lives work. You know, we always get questions. Maybe be a bit of a Q&A here. A bit of a Q&A. Get a lot of questions. Gotten a lot of questions. 50,000 people subscribe to the channel. You can imagine we've gotten a lot of questions over the years. I think we always come back to whatever it is we want to help people. We want to help people on our channel, whether that is shopping videos or entertainment or whatever. That's why I don't classify myself in one kind of niche. I'll never be a one type person. That's just who we are. And I don't just speak for myself, I speak for Jess as well. Even though you don't see Jess in the coffee rants and the store videos, don't think she doesn't appreciate everything. And she is a huge part of it. She really is. Jessica's all about saving money too. And I guess that's kind of a question I can lay to rest here too. You know, people ask, well, you know, you save all this money on groceries and all these other things, and then you go on a trip to Pigeon Forge or Florida. Well, that's how we're able to afford it. Me and Jessica love traveling. Absolutely, it is number one, and I wanted to make it to where no matter what we did, no matter what jobs we've had, that we were able to do the things that we wanted to do. And in order to do that, we've had to cut corners. We've had to cut corners. Now, the more we grow on our channel here, the easier that gets. We make money through ad revenue. I know there's been a lot of questions about Adventures with Dano merchandise and stuff like that. And there's been a couple things that have stuck with me on that, and a couple reasons why we don't do it. One, putting videos out every day, it's hard to micromanage anything else. And most of you know that Jessica does have another job. So it's hard for her to do that. Maybe someday, maybe once we get to 100,000 subscribers, which I do believe, I would have never thought that years ago. Never. But now that we've reached 50,000, I believe it's a strong possibility. But yeah, that is why, you know, we work so hard and cut corners and save where we can in every little other aspect of life, because we love traveling. We love going to the Smoky Mountains. We love going to Disney World and Universal Studios and traveling all over Florida. Plus, you know, a lot of you guys already know this, but a lot of Jessica's family live in Florida. And like I've said before, Florida is not cheap. But at the same time, you can make it work. You just have to work in the means of your budget, like we say with everything else. Wow, they are really building out, so they got the road back here. As you can see right here, they're building this road. And I guess some of that's going to be the foundation of these new houses, new condominiums. Not too excited for a bunch of condos and townhomes. Me and Jessica will never buy a townhome. Well, I guess you can't say never, but we have no interest in a townhome or a condo. We want a full-on house. We definitely don't want like one of these houses over here, where you can basically high-five each other from the porch. It's way too close together for me. Trying something new with this camera today. We are shooting in 4K. I've liked it. I will say with 4K, it basically doubles the storage, which makes it harder to store. I've had to buy more external hard drives and stuff like that, but the quality, I like it. It's crisp. You see everything, it looks beautiful. Looks like we got a plane above us. It must be almost 4 o'clock. Pretty close. We've got the airport probably maybe 10 miles south of here. Actually, directly south. The path right here is the path of the airport, or where they come from. That one's actually taken off, which is kind of surprising because usually they're landing about this time. But usually between 4:30 and 7 o'clock. So, oh yeah. Hey, I don't know if you guys notice. Looks like a lot of that trash is gone. Remember we were talking about that? Guys, this is my one pet peeve. I do not like litter bugs. Now the guys who were littering here, probably the guys that were working here, are planning on cleaning it up with all the other junk that they left here anyway. So we kind of knew that. I knew they'd pick it up. So yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. It does look like they're building all the different foundation. Obviously, before you start building, there was something that delayed this project. I know that what happened a couple years ago delayed it originally, but something else had happened that had delayed this for a little while. So not really too sure. It does look like they're actually doing some work over here, so we may stay away from there. Yeah, if you see back here, that's another thing about 4K on this camera. You can't really zoom in. That's fine. Get some of the gorgeous landscape views here. You can see down here where they're building this bridge right here. It's kind of a walkway. That doesn't look like a driveway. Doesn't look like it's big enough. They've got a different walkway over there. Back here in the distance, they've got that actually connects to another neighborhood way back in there, which I didn't know initially or originally how far that went. Well, other than it absolutely freezing out here, and honestly, it's not that bad. The sun wasn't out early. I was going to do this video much earlier, but the sun wasn't out. It was overcast, and boy, was it freezing. So I was happy to see the sun come out so that we could do this little walk-in vlog. By housing situation, what I was talking about earlier, I was kind of talking about the development here. We had some questions before, and I actually addressed that in the video that I did here. But no, we do not plan on buying any of these houses down here. And honestly, I mean, some of them are houses, but not really sure how that's going to turn out. So we'll just have to see.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Beautiful dog. Everybody's so friendly here, guys. I love Cincinnati. I really do. Most Cincinnatians are pretty laid back. You know, I mean, we really are. And a lot of friendly people. That's why I like coming back here. So many friendly people. So many friendly people. Does look like all that wood we were talking about before. Looks like they're repurposing it over here. I don't know if you can see the the logs down there. I'll tell you what, I made a 180 here, guys, and it's like the wind is just blowing in the face. Oh, I might have to, oh, you might hear a little bit of noise here. I have my hat on, but I forgot probably not gonna hear the mic very well if I have that closed up. December 21st, 2024. Almost there, guys. Almost to Christmas. I think today is the first day of winter. First day of winter. Winter solstice. And we've got, I think this is the shortest day of the year. It's one day that I always kind of look forward to because I hate the time change. I hate that it's dark at 5 o'clock. Let me know down in the comments if you agree on that. I cannot stand I love it after today, December 22nd and on. The days will little bit by little bit, takes a while, but every day is going to get a little longer every day from this point on. So that makes for one happy Dano. Well, I hope that with the little wind muff thing I have on my coat here, I hope that is blocking the wind noise. We're going to see what the wind noise sounds like. I'm sure it's very windy out here though, so it's probably going to be a little noisy. I apologize for that. Some of these birds, I think they're lost. Some of these robins, aren't they? They travel south for the winter, don't they? Although, I gotta say, I've been looking at some of the weather. I've heard from some family and friends down in Florida that it's been really cold down there. I looked up the temperature in Orlando, and it was like a low of 42. It's like, whoa, that's pretty cold for Orlando. There's a big gust of wind here, so I'll be curious when I'm editing this after we're done here, what that's going to sound like. I gotta say, so some of you have been asking what camera it is that I'm using. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of my friends were telling me that, Dan, you got to get this, perfect for you. You know, walking and talking and vlogging and stuff like that. Plus the mic that comes with it is pretty clear. I like it. I like the good sound. Sometimes almost good sound is better than having good quality video. Of course, good quality video matters, but I want to make sure people are able to hear me. So yeah, just kind of talking about life today, guys. Me and Jess have put off, well, haven't really put off the search for a house, but we're taking a little break till the new year as to where it looks, hopefully, knock on wood here, knocking on my head, some of these interest rates maybe, just maybe, might come down. Hopefully, maybe some of these housing prices. I've seen houses that have stayed on the market a lot longer than what has been the norm over the last couple years. So we'll see. Thank you to everyone for all of your kind comments about that. We'll find a house when the time is right. We're not gonna just get a house to get a house. It's not like we're suffering to get a house. Sure, we're out of room, right? We're pretty much out of room, but remember that game Jenga where you build the blocks and you got to pull the blocks out? Well, it's kind of what we're doing with our canned goods and different foods and stuff. Oh, here's the mess. Yeah, here's still got a bit of a mess here. Of course, they're still trying to make this happen, I guess. Different sewer pipes and yeah. I mean, it's cool they're doing this. I am kind of sad. You know, this used to be all trees here. I don't like to see these big, huge developments, but the more the population grows, the more we need them, I guess. 50,000, guys. 50,012 from the last time I looked. When I was in the car, we were at 50,012 subscribers. You guys are unbelievable. I'm so glad that there are so many of you out there. We run into you guys every day. Every time I go in the store, every time we go to the zoo, every time we go to Kings Island, anytime we're at Disney or Universal Studios or other places in Florida, you guys come up to us and say hello. And more of you have been doing. I'm glad that I mentioned that sometimes. Don't be afraid to come up and say hi. I love meeting you guys whenever I have the chance. It's such a pleasure to meet you guys each and every day. That wind is really kicking up now. Oh, that sun's out though. Look at this gorgeous day. Look at those clouds. I love this camera. I really do. They went all out on this. And I'll tell you what, for what you get on this thing, the price really isn't too bad. For what you get, for the quality that you get on this thing, you would pay triple on a Sony camera. I mean, no doubt. They have really knocked this one out of the park. Oh yes, answering all kinds of random questions today. Let's see if I got anything else. Nah, this really wasn't a scheduled Q&A. I'm just trying to answer some different questions we've gotten in the past that maybe I've forgotten. I know me and Jessica did our Q&A video a while back. We may do another one. You know, this is the time to reflect as we approach the new year. The new year. It really is. It is a good time to think about the past, present, and the future. Thinking of the past, present, and future of the channel, I think of what I've done, what I am now, and what I want to be in the future. And we kind of just keep an even keel going, keep that boat steady in the water, and just kind of keep moving forward. Add new little things. I'd like to do some new stuff. Visit some new towns, maybe some new stores, maybe some new entertainment junctions. I don't know. I always feel like the world is open. Do what you want to do and make it work however you can. I told Jess one of these days we're going to have to like keep bloopers in or do like a blooper reel and stuff like that. Some of this stuff you would just never believe. Like, just now, I'll probably edit this out, but walking past people, everybody's laughing about some of the construction and everything and all that. But I don't know. I keep that stuff out of it usually. But I don't know. I think it would be fun. Me and Jess, every now and then, I'll add a blooper at the end of it here. Guys, thank you so much for being part of the channel here. I know I keep saying that, but I'm just so appreciative, so happy that we are all here together and making this something cool, something that you want to watch every day. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm so blessed. If I'd have known how big this channel was going to get a while back and more Jess was going to be involved and everything, probably would have included both our names. That is another question that we've gotten a lot of over the last few years is, why is Jess not in the name? Well, originally, she was not going to be, not as much part of this, didn't really know if this was going to go anywhere. And then when things kind of took off, it was like we were thinking about changing the name and it was like, nah, want to stick with the name. She loves the name. We don't want to change it. Okay, guys, so I had to race back to the car. It started getting really windy and really cold. Very cold. I was like, I'm done. That's the Q&A / trail update. Guys, again, I know I'm probably going to continue to repeat myself. Thank you all so much. One thing I meant to talk about before is when you talking about some goals, right? Goals in life, goals that you set for yourself. One of those goals, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I remember, well, maybe I can hit 20,000, maybe I can hit 30,000, maybe 40,000. But the goal that you have in your head, something just sounds really good about 50,000 people that watch your channel. 50,000. That just kind of rings, hey, this guy is interesting, or maybe he knows a little bit about what he's talking about. Not tooting my own horn or anything, but, it shows, guys. It shows through you guys that this channel is here to stay. I guess that's really what I'm getting at, that we are here to stay, and we are going to continue to do our daily vlogs, our daily adventures, no matter what they are. I know we have people here for coffee rants. We have people here for store videos. We have people here for entertainment videos, our travels and stuff like that. I don't plan on changing any of it. We plan, and you know, some things may be more sporadic, or a few here, a few there. I may not go at it like 2 videos a day unless the news requires me to, right? I mean, if there's things that we need to discuss, things that pertain to the channel, things that that we need to talk about, we're going to talk about. And honestly, I'm just going to keep doing videos the way that I want to do them. I know a lot of people, you know, would want to see more of one or the other, but really what it comes down to and what has worked is what I do for the day, and what we do is working, and we're going to continue to do things like how we do. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of the 50,000 people that decided to hit that subscribe button. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. Merry Christmas. With all that being said, I am out, and always remember the adventure is out there.